everyone, so we're back down at the allotment this morning. We've just been to the allotment shop as Dee wanted us to get some potatoes for him. He's looking to grow some bigger ones for like jacket potatoes or roast potatoes. So the first one we've got is some Desiree potatoes. We have had these before from Tesco. They kind of have a whitish skin with some red patches on there, so these ones are quite nice. Then we got some Albert Bartlett Red Rooster potatoes. I've had these ones before. They kind of have a kind of almost a waxy kind of skin, but when they cook they go quite fluffy. So these ones are really good as well. I've used them for mashed potatoes mostly. And this one is Pentland Dell. The lady in the allotment shop recommended these. She said these ones are quite nice and they are a really good potato to grow. So we'll try out these ones and see how well they do and how nice they actually are. Because I know Dee hasn't had much success with growing potatoes. So we'll see how these ones do. He did say he was going to get some new soil for them. So we'll see how well. We're just going to go around the allotment and we'll be back with you. Hey everyone, so we're back at the onion bed. As you can see, there are quite a lot of weeds in this bed, so we're just going to go through and take those out. We've just got some blood fish and bone and chicken manure pellets to sprinkle around these as it's time for them to be fertilised. It's quite a nice day out this morning. I think where it's now coming to March, the weather started to shift and we're looking at having some warmer days. So hopefully that should improve how the onions are growing. And then once they get some fertiliser, that should help them as well. So we'll just go around and pull out all the weeds. And then we'll sprinkle in the blood fish and bone and chicken manure pellets. And we'll just get cameraman to come round to the strawberry patch. This one isn't doing too badly. As I said, you can see a lot of new growths coming through in the strawberries. Because there's some ladybirds in here as well. They're good for killing off any like smaller pests, as they're a predatory bug. So that should be fine. We've just got some more flower seeds to order, as when I went through Dee's seeds I didn't see any for nasturtiums or borage, which is good to put with a lot of these different fruit and veg. So we'll go around that. Just wait for the plane to go so you can hear me. Looks like something's blown over from our neighbour's allotment. He always has a lot of rubbish in his allotment, so we'll just give that back. And these are doing well. I think it might be time to move this now. Okay, so we're here by the beans. We've taken off the grill that was covering them, just so hopefully they grow up a bit taller and don't get mangled by the grill. As you can see, some of them are starting to grow up a lot nicer. We did bring some slug pellets with us, so we'll just sprinkle some more around, as some of the leaves look like they've been eaten. The chard has grown back up now that the weather's got a bit better, even though it's just been a few days, but you can see it's grown back quite healthy. We'll get a few slug pellets down around in this bed as well. We have been looking at some more natural pest deterrents, and it says like baking powder is good, or baking soda, vinegar is good. So we might have to make up some of those things and get them sprayed to protect them from the pests. This bed of garlic seems to be doing well. As you can see, the leaves look quite healthy, whereas the other ones have gone like quite yellow. But these ones, I think because they were planted out slightly later, they're doing a bit better than the other ones, even though they're growing a bit slower, but they're still doing a lot better. This is the bed where the chocho was. D has ordered some more, so he's going to look at replanting them. I don't know if he's going to use this same trellis, but we'll see. He is back tomorrow, so we might be in a video later on in the week, or he might not be back until next week here at the allotment. We'll see how he's feeling with jet lag. The purple sprouting broccoli, as you can see, there's quite a lot of on this one. A lot more have come up now that the leaves are more exposed, where the sun has got to them. But I don't know how good they'll actually taste, as they're still quite small. We did see some in the shop the other day, and it was like £3.50 for, I think it was only 150 grams. This one didn't have any on, so these ones might have to come out and fresher ones plant. Again, with this one, there wasn't anything in this one either. This one looks to have died down quite a lot, so I might have to pull this one up. It looks like something's got to this one, as the leaves have gone all powdery and papery, and then the stem has gone all yellow, so that one might have to come out. And then this one here, you can see quite a few on it again. These ones look a bit fresher than the larger one over there, but as you can see, there's a lot of like dead foliage on these ones where the slugs and snails have got to it. So if he is replanting anything like this, we'll have to get something that deters pests to keep them away from the actual vegetables, so that they stay healthier and don't get eaten by anything. This is the other bed of chard. You can see some of them have died down quite a bit, so I don't know if he's going to like remove them and just have the chard into one bed, like if he's going to use one of the smaller ones or perhaps one of the larger beds. But I think it would be good to put them all in one area and then have some plants or flowers in that deter the pests to keep them healthy. As you can see, something has started to affect some of the leaves. There are quite a lot of flies coming off here, so I think it's mostly probably white fly. So we'll see if there's something that we can get to spray on these to get rid of them. This bed of garlic, the weeds seem to be rampant in this bed. As you can see, there's loads this side, but luckily there's nothing planted in this side. But in the garlic side again, these are the weeds that grow quite far down into the soil. That's just some of it, but the rest of the root would still be down there, so this would just come back up again. So we'll have to see if there's something again that we can spray to get rid of these kind of weeds. The elephant garlic is still doing well. I can see some new ones still coming through, even at this late in the year, from when he planted them, because he planted them, I think around, how many Manny thinks it was just before November he planted them in. But more are still coming up now, and we've just headed into March. So I think we'll get quite a lot of elephant garlic. We'll just take you through into the polytunnel and see what's happening in there. Where the weather's brightened up, I think it's going to be quite humid in there now, so we'll get quite a lot of bugs and pests in there. But luckily all that's in there at the moment is the carrots and some of his lemongrass. You can really smell the lemongrass even though it's dying back. This is it here, so it might spring back up if the roots are good. It might just need a good watering. We'll have to check if they've turned the water back on, because they turn it off over winter, but now is the season when everybody starts coming back to the allotment, so it might be back on now, so we can get a few of the things watered. Might just have to water the bed of carrots again. You can see some of them are starting to come up, and then also A lot of weeds are in the bed. I know some of the chili peppers had dropped into this, so there might even be some chili peppers that come up with the carrots, or it might just be regular weeds. You can see some there, but some carrots are starting to come through, so we'll just give that a water as well. It is quite humid in here. I'm not sure what the temperature is, as we didn't get any new batteries for the thermometer. We'll just try and keep the door open to let some air come through while we're here. You can see that the Scotch bonnet is still green, so that's the only one that's still looking healthy. But he is planning on getting some new ones, so that shouldn't be a problem. So we're just going to go around and sprinkle down some blood fish and bone and chicken manure pellets, and we'll be back with you. Hi everyone, so we've just gone around and put down the blood fish and bone, some chicken manure pellets, also sprinkled a few slug pellets around some of the beds. We've moved the dragon fruit outside. I know Dee said he was going to retry that again because we've got more at home, so he can just bring a fresh one back, dig this one up, and then just replant it and see how it does. I don't know if it maybe did need to be outside just to grow up a bit taller. He did try like a smaller trellis, but I think you need to get a proper trellis for them and maybe have a few less of them in the pot, since I've only kind of seen some people put 2 or 3 in a pot. It looks like there's about 6 different ones in there. We've just gone around, as I said, and put down the blood fish and bone, so hopefully that should help to fertilise them. And where the weather's warmer now, they should start to spring up, and hopefully they actually split and don't stay as singular bulbs. As last year we did get quite a few singular bulbs, but I think Dee replanted those. As you can see, the flowers are starting to spring up now. So we'll get some nice flowers here. Hopefully that will attract the bees. The daffodils, I know Dee was saying last year he didn't get any come up, but this year quite a few have come up, and snowdrops as well. In this bed, as I was taking out the weeds, there was a lot of mint in the bed, so around the borders there's some mint growing. I know mint can be quite invasive, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. And if it gets too invasive, Dee might have to dig that out. The purple sprouting broccoli, we've just left this bed. I don't know if Dee wants to take them up and put something else new there. I've just gone around and taken out any of the weeds and put down some fertiliser. So hopefully these should do well. The chard, we've just put down some slug pellets, as the leaves look quite a bit in this bed. And then the other bed we've put some down as well. Put down some slug pellets in the strawberry bed. But when Dee comes back he can order some more flowers, because there's a few that he doesn't actually have anymore. I know we said last year a lot of the flowers didn't actually come up, but hopefully this year, where the weather might be a bit better, they might spring up. As it's March now, if he puts them in, hopefully they'll spring up by April, but we'll see what happens. He has got quite a few different flower seeds at home, and I have been going through and looking at companion planting and what flowers to put in certain beds to deter the pests. So hopefully that should work. We've just got a few to order. The fig tree is starting to come back up. Hopefully it actually branches. I don't know if you've got to prune it to activate more branches, but we'll see how that does. So that's it for now. As I said, Dee might come later on in the week and do a video, or we might be too tired and jet lagged. So thank you for watching everyone. Remember to like, share and subscribe. If you want to leave us a comment, please do, and we'll get back to you, and we'll see you in the next video.